Welcome to my site. My name is Jacobina Ulla and I'm a professional artist. Now you are also now on my YouTube channel, as you might as well know. And YouTube is owned by Google, and Google works with algorithms. They want to see views and likes so that they can take me serious. So if you want to do that, then it's very much appreciated. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about myself, and how my art career started. I was 9 years old, I think, I'm not really sure, when I felt I was committed to drawing and painting. At first it was a coping mechanism, but that turned into love, and I got accepted at the Royal Academy of Fine Arts in The Hague at 18 years old. I had high hopes and dreams, and I wanted to be equally as good as Rembrandt. But that was not in vogue anymore. Rembrandt was long gone, long dead. It was Andy Warhol and Jackson Pollock who were the leading artists of the time. And they really said you don't need to go through the pain of learning to draw anymore to become an artist. And I was very disappointed, and I decided to become a graphic designer instead. Because I didn't understand what art is. For me, art is the beauty of the world, to capture that and to reach a way of happiness while being in the process. But I didn't know that at that time. At that time, it was one big blur. So I became an art director at an advertising agency. And I worked from 9 to 5, living in Amsterdam. Great life. I thought it was boring. I thought it was totally boring. And then when I received an envelope in the mail coming from an acquaintance who asked me if I wanted to live on a tropical island, I said, yeah. So I took the plane to Barbados, and from Barbados I went to St. Vincent. I lived 3 years on a tropical island. But I also knew at that time that I wanted to become an artist and be very good at what I was doing, whatever it would take. And I met my now ex-husband there as well, with the name Trump, and we moved to Miami. In Miami, I supported myself because my husband was not going to support an art career. That was for sure. So I supported myself by painting murals, first special effects in houses like Venetian plaster, and that became murals, a lot of murals for baby rooms, a lot of larger murals for law office, and eventually I got a commission from the University of Miami to come and paint in the Alumni Center a very large mural that finished in 2010. At the same time, I was living in Indianapolis. That's where I lived for 5 years. After finish of the mural, I moved back to Florida, where I lived for another 15 years. All the time, I was now painting my own vision. I painted every day. I lived from my work. I'm actually pretty proud of it. But there was something else growing. I am more passionate about the teaching everybody to paint and draw. And here is what I find so extremely important in that, especially in this time where there's so much stress and anxiety. Drawing can really calm you down to a point that you forget your fears and your worries. Because, and this is what is called flow, when you get in the flow by doing something difficult, a task that is difficult, but not a task that you cannot achieve. It is something that you are able to do. And you sit and you really work on that task, you focus on that task, you're committed to it, then you reach this point that nothing else matters. And that is called happiness. And I experienced that in learning to draw and paint from nature And it made me so happy that I am very excited to teach people that same way, which is so simple in its means, because you only need a pencil and a piece of paper. How much does that cost? It's less than $5. It's less than a cup of coffee. And it can transport you into a different world. To do that, however, is not that simple. And my life has not been that simple either, as you can read in my book, True Colors, that is available on Amazon. Nevertheless, it is very doable, and I would be very excited to meet you, either in person or on a Zoom meeting. I have developed very comprehensive lessons, classes that you can follow, and we meet on Zoom, internet, or in person. If you have an art center close by and you want to invite me for a workshop, I'm willing to do that too. I am really passionate about what I'm doing. So, please, again, subscribe to my channel, give me a like, so I can continue doing the work, bringing beauty and calmness to people like you. I hope to see you soon. And thank you in advance.